Day 56, getting off to a good start. Gonna go over Stratton Mountain today. I think it'll be my first 2,000 foot climb of the trip. 7:30, we just got dropped off by Daryl and his other brother Daryl, and we're headed north. So this being the summer solstice, there is a tradition amongst thru hikers and maybe other people to hike naked. And this is actually quite enjoyable. I just hope I don't fall in the mud or run into a whole bunch of mosquitoes. I wasn't going to do this. I was thinking, oh, my southern sensibilities, but then my hiking crew got in front of me and I was like, looking around, I was like, you know, enjoy everything the trail has to offer. And one of those is the opportunity to hike naked in Vermont. How about that? Well, FYI, that didn't last very long. Good thing too, because there was a day hiker coming down the trail just as I was covering back up. But now I am back in legitimate hiking mode, safe for YouTube and the world, and climbing Stratton Mountain. Maximum 4 people at one time.
There's a funny sign over there.
Here I am on top of the tower. So you got a nice 360 view. We are going that way. Gonna climb all of those mountains. Okay, so we're off the AT on a Blue Blaze trail, heading to something interesting, I believe.
Have you ever done ziplining? Yeah. I did it at Camelback.
Stratton, Vermont, on the gondola.
Everybody's thinking. Okay, so this is apparently what Stratton looks like. Very much a resorty, touristy kind of town. Well, we got about 2/10 of a mile to get to the shelter and the campsites, and I'm loaded up with water. There's not any water except for a pond right next to the shelter, and about 1/10 of a mile back there we crossed a creek, so I filled up all 4 liters with water. But water wasn't as cold as I was expecting it to be for a little stream, and so my guess is that stream coming out of a beaver pond similar to the one that I didn't want to get water from. But it's kind of what the water sources are like around here. Seems like for the most part. Lots of beaver water. Hope I don't get beaver fever. Oh, all of a sudden having, 2, 4, extra almost 10 pounds of weight in my pack is not pleasant. This is better than beaver fever. Stratton Pond Shelter. That is the caretaker's tent. Well, there's not a lot of open flat tent pads anywhere except for these wooden structures, and so getting my freestanding tent up there was a challenge. But these little doohickeys seem to be holding, as long as they don't get twisted and come out. My tent might just stay up tonight. Time for a swim. Oh, what a day, huh?
We have had a great day.
Yep. Well, that wraps up the summer solstice, longest day of the year. I guess the clock is starting to tick now as the days get shorter. Shouldn't have a big effect for the next month at least. I feel pretty good after going for that swim. Washed some of the salt off me, a little bit of the mud, but that mud is so sticky, it's like ground into my skin. There's so much mud in Vermont. My feet are black, my toenails are black. I could not get it off with just pond water. But I had some mashed potatoes for dinner and half a block of cheese dude brought some Oreos in and shared his Oreos with me. Had one of them. So I guess I'm pretty full, pretty content. Nice cool night tonight. And 8:30, time to go to bed. Okay, it's about 5:30 on day 57, I believe. And, you know, we had such a nice day yesterday that it's time for it to rain again. And it's probably going to keep raining for about 3 or 4 more hours. So this is going to be taking down the tent and getting ready in the rain and walking out of here. Probably be some more mud. Breakfast this morning is cold coffee and a honey bun. And I'm off. I think this is day 57. I had such a beautiful day yesterday. Didn't quite pay attention to the forecast that it was going to start raining at 4 o'clock this morning. And boy, it's been raining. There's been thunder and lightning. We were going to get out about 6:30, but there was some text messaging going on in the middle of the rain and said, let's postpone it to 7. Actually 7:15. So, yeah, got about 10 and a half miles today to get into town and dry things out. Engineering! Nice little bridge. Pretty creek. Pretty going that way too. The nice thing is the sky appears to be lightening. It stopped raining hopefully for a while. And although it's starting to get buggy again, the woods are really quite beautiful. Time for a snack and some old rusty stuff. So the trail that we're on seems to be coincident with a snowmobile trail. Well, it's actually a road right now, but there have been signs up about snowmobiles. Just forgot to take a picture of one. Let's look up. Prospect Rock. Prospect Rock. Little view today. Climb up here. Oh. Ah, that looks like Manchester Center down there. And some mountains to climb tomorrow. We've had a lot of creek crossings today, this afternoon, but this one is a little spectacular because it's at the top of a waterfall. It goes way down there and then falls some more right there. I don't know if we can zoom in. KJ, I don't know if you remember, but this right here is the bridge that I met you on when I came up to hike with you through a few miles of Vermont during your thru hike 3 years ago. LJ and I walked out from the parking lot and we were sitting right here. Yeah, good time. So now I'm on trail that I've hiked before, and but it's a lot wetter this year. I'm walking into the trailhead for Manchester Center, and we're gonna have to resupply. I'm out of food, so I'm gonna stay in a hotel or a lodge of sort tonight, and try to hitch into town this afternoon. It's currently 1 o'clock. Yeah, probably get a bite of food at a restaurant, and then hitch a ride back or call a taxi. Anyway, that's the plan, man. There's the tree, and then there is the route at the end of the trail for today. About a half a mile on this road to the lodge. Alrighty, got a room there. Pinnacle Lodge. Pinnacle Lodge is pretty nice. Got laundry, and the owner here, he's going to drive us into town to a grocery store and to get something to eat and then bring us back here tonight. So super nice people. I highly recommend the Pinnacle Lodge. But I'm tired now, so I'm signing out.